Good morning, everybody, and this is your S&P 500 day trade setups for today. So we finally got the breakout, and breakout we're talking about is pretty much that range that we're stuck in for 2 weeks, and it was explosive on Friday. We are now in a fairly interesting zone. These are some weekly levels here. So this is the first one, 38.60. And then we have another one at 37.84. Oscillators all grouping nicely to the downside. Bit of divergence brewing from this swing low to where we are at the moment. Not confirmed yet, but it is brewing. Moving across to the 3 hour. Obviously with the breakout, we're looking for an opportunity to short, but obviously don't want to be short down here. We're looking for retests. And unfortunately, our retest level is pretty much all the way up there at 47.3. I'd actually just round that off to 4,000. So, a rejection of 4,000 would be the level that I'd be looking at the moment. So until that happens, we're kind of just hovering here on some support. We've got a bit of a gap down, and we do have, if you look at the daily, you can see what looks like a exhaustion pattern. You can see small red bar, smaller red bar, a little bit bigger red bar, then bigger red bar. So it's typical of exhaustion. The one thing that the bears are playing for in the weekly at the moment is this this topping formation, which could be a inverse cup and handle or a head and shoulders, depends which way you look at it. But this level here is the neckline, 47.3. For me, it hasn't really been tested. It's closed above it, broken below it, so I'd want to see a rejection of that area before looking at that. So let's just get down to the hour. This is what we're looking for today. And Friday was a pretty, how do I put it? When you look at it from hindsight, being a perfect science, big down, range, consolidation, big down again. So not that I was ready for that, but anyway. So for me, there are a couple of levels to pay attention to. I'm just going to put them in here, and that would basically get me looking for shorts again. We are far from the moving averages. So on the higher time frames, we'd want to be up here at 47.3, but we could also pick 40.11 or 4,000. As I said, that would be the round number, so somewhere in this area. And the other area is going to be around this gap at 3,900. So we're looking for a move up, and then we're looking for a rejection. And if we look at it on the 15 minutes, you can see how long we went here, and then all of a sudden CPI data came out, and we had this massive gap down. So bear in mind that gap, keep that gap in your charts, because that is a massive intraday gap. And looking at the oscillators at the moment, we're probably just going to reject this 38.60 and head for 37.84 right now. Just look at the oscillators. So if you want to be going with the trend here, you're going to be looking for price action off a level. And once you get the price action, you want a tight stop, because the bigger time frames are looking a little bit tired. And then you're looking for the move down. But I suppose what we should be looking for is continuation to the downside at the moment. The only thing that you need to worry about right now is this cluster of support. If you look in the past here, this is early 2020, you can see lots of a cluster of support happening here. You can see there were quite a few weeks where we just went sideways into a funnel, sort of a megaphone formation, came back, tested the apex, and then accelerated away. So that area there, and I could actually just extend that a little bit further. So you've got 37.50, and on the upper end of this, you've got 38.60, and then in between that, you've got the 155 EMA as well. Oscillators are grouped to the downside at the moment, so they did cross over, and now they're coming back down. You could potentially also look to form a double bottom here. So just be very wary. I wouldn't jump in with everything short at the moment. It is downward trend at the moment on the lower time frames, but just looking at what we have to the left here, there's a lot of areas where people are going to start seeing value somewhere along the line. They're going to start picking up some value stocks. So just be very, very cautious. So moral of the story for me today is we should be shorting. We're looking to short off a retest. Don't want to be jumping in short at the bottom. So we're looking for a retest. We're looking for 3,900 or possibly 4,000 or 4,011 area for another opportunity to short. Alternatively, we're on the lower time frames, and that's probably something like a 5 minutes to a 15-minute chart, and you're looking for price action off a level, and the closest level here is 38.60. But then remember, tight stop losses, and if you can't get a position size with a tight stop loss that fits in with your risk profile, don't do it, or just get the position size even smaller. So that's the only thing I can suggest for you this morning. Yeah, it's going to be interesting. I think could be some more downside, but also I want to see confirmation of that. So I want to see rejections higher up. Anyway, that's it for me. Hope it helps, and we will catch up with you tomorrow morning. Cheers for now.